What's going on, all you witchcraft enthusiasts? Your two favorite wild Wiccans are back to do some witchcraft tonight. Live on this review, we're talking about the brand new AMC series based on Anne Rice's novels. We're talking about Mayfair Witches.
For the first time in my life, I know exactly who I am.
That's right. These wild witches are back and talking about more shows on AMC Plus. It seems like they're building this Anne Rice universe, and I'm all about it. Huge fan of this author that passed away not too long ago, but she's had a huge, massive career, in her books and then being made into movies, TV shows. But the newest edition here is Mayfair Witches, starring Alexandra Daddario in the role of Rowan Fielding. She's basically this neurosurgeon in San Francisco. Her mom has cancer essentially, and she gets braided at work. And it really sets up the story of her getting in the minds of people and them basically croaking.
So very interesting. We're getting a whole universe based on Anne Rice's novels. I like how even the artwork behind you, the same kind of font that we saw with the Interview with the Vampire. So there, AMC's really banking on these shows, and this is the newest one. I didn't really know anything about the books, had never read them. Went in with fresh eyes, and enjoyed the first couple episodes that we watched here. The first two we've watched, and we're reviewing for you guys tonight. But right off the bat, you have Alexandra Daddario. Obviously, very striking blue eyes. That's what you notice right away. And you notice with the character Rowan and also with Annabeth Geish's character, Deidre Mayfair, it all starts with her showing her out on the porch in Louisiana. I think that's where the house is there. It's actually Anne Rice's actual house that they shot some of this at, which was pretty cool. But we get a glimpse inside this family of witches, and basically they have powers. And we start to learn about, how she has some interesting, witchcraft in her family. And she first notices it at the hospital when something goes wrong, and she's able to kind of go in the mind of this other doctor that's berating her. And something happens, and he kind of collapses and has appears to be like a stroke basically. So she has some sort of witch powers going on. So that's the first thing that kind of happened in the show to kick things off. And then we slowly learn more about, the Mayfair family and Annabeth Geish's character, who's kind of old now and kind of bedridden. And in talking to, her caregiver and other characters around her, we kind of get more backstory on the Mayfair witch story.
New younger doctor, shows up there to give her the Thorazine, I believe it is. And she's just like comatose, doesn't move or anything. And he's trying to look at her file. He's like, you should be a lot older than you are with the file she has and all the stuff that's happened, like a lot older than 47. So he's like, trying to question this. Something's not right here. So picking her off this and acting like she's getting a shot, she kind of comes out of it and really sets up the story and a lot of over the top sex scenes.
Yes. That's the second thing I was going to mention. Lots of sex on this show. It's very sex heavy. Anne Rice is no stranger to writing a lot of sex in her work. With Interview with the Vampire, obviously with the TV adaptation of that, they changed the characters around a little bit from the movie. And there's a lot of sexual scenes in this, and that's kind of Rowan's character, Alexandra Daddario, uses her sex appeal to kind of work her way through the town. It shows her kind of going to the bar. She's already seen this bartender thousands of times before, it seems like, and he's like, no, I'm not going to fall for this again. And then 5 minutes later, they're banging it out in the boat. She just has this, not only a witch power, but she has the power of seduction. And that's going to play a part moving forward too. She has that going, not only being this doctor, but she also has sex appeal. And Anne Rice, no stranger to writing that into the story, and you get a lot of scenes, intense sex scenes in the first couple episodes.
They're saying that she's luring men in with her powers and her piercing blue eyes. I can't see that.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Trying to get answers and get stuff done. And some stuff goes down at her job at being a neurosurgeon. She goes to this other place and meets another creep ball, like CEO that we've seen over and over again, and she like controls that too. That whole situation is really cool. And that actor that played that was the guy from Hocus Pocus. He was, one of the stoner guys that are out in the
Yeah.
cemetery, and there was the guy with the long blonde hair in the movie was the same actor. So I thought that's pretty cool. Setting up the family too. The one I want to talk about here, Jack Houston playing Lasher, that old demon. What a dreamboat. Huge
Right.
fans of his, being in a bunch of movies, Boardwalk Empire. But he was really good in the villainous role here, and then also setting up the family. Harry Hamlin, that we always like talking about, actor that's been doing it for a long time. He plays Cortland Mayfair. Millie Mayfair, played by Geraldine Singer, and Annabeth Gish. So that's like the Mayfair family.
Yeah, Jack Houston's character, he's kind of the same thing, kind of the same thing. He has that power of seduction. He's kind of the male equivalent to Rowan's character, really. But then we find out, he's able to connect with Deirdre, and they have some scenes together. So he's kind of the sinister force, and he's kind of always on the backdrop, and it affects Rowan in real time too. So they're all connected. He's connected to her, and then in these two episodes, you find out that there's some more going on with his character that we're going to find out over the length of the series as we get answers to what these secrets hold for the family, more about what powers Rowan has and who her parents are. And not only that, but awesome. With being in Louisiana, there's a lot of beautiful shots of these old Victorian homes, with Anne Rice's being in there too. And it feels like an Anne Rice novel. Really, it feels like much like Interview with the Vampire did. Feels in that same world. You can definitely feel that it's in the same Anne Rice, vampire, now witch stories.
I think she made it notorious in New Orleans for vampires just based on her novels. And same thing with witches, it has that very, old haunted feel to it, right? New Orleans being super old, it's known for its haunted history, showcasing, the big trees and the Spanish moss. And then you have the big plantations where they, filmed this, really sets that eerie vibe to it. On top of, the sexuality they kind of throw at you throughout the first two episodes. But it really has a cool vibe to it. They're building this universe based off Anne Rice's novels, and I can see it really just getting better and better. And I was very impressed with the first two episodes of Mayfair Witches. I haven't read the books, but maybe after watching this, I'll go check those out. Well done, first two episodes. I loved Alexandra Daddario. I thought she was great as Rowan, and the rest of the supporting cast is really fantastic. Love seeing Jack Houston playing Lasher, and I'm interested to see where his character goes, if they kill him off or what exactly happens to him. And the rest of the supporting cast is really fantastic, and got my interest in this to see where it kind of goes from here and how it will all end, and maybe we'll get some more seasons. So that being said, I'm going to give the first two episodes of Mayfair, which is streaming on AMC Plus. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 Harry Hamlin hair pieces.
I'm going to give Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches the same exact score, 3.5 out of 5 Jack Houston hair pieces.
So I want to hear from all you witchcraft enthusiasts out there. What did you like about the first two episodes of Mayfair Witches? What didn't you like about it? Have you read the book? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click subscribe. Also, check out these wild New Orleans enthusiasts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV, movie news and reviews.
So we want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of Mayfair Witches? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching our reviews. We will be back very soon with lots more shows and movies that we will be reviewing, and we'll be back very soon with another Fellas giveaway. We have That 90s Show. We'll be back to cover the first pilot episode of that, and we'll also be talking about a new Nicolas Cage Western movie, The Old Way.
Nicolas Cage!
Nick Cage has said that he's always wanted to, do a Western. So it'll be interesting to see him in that setting. That'll be interesting for sure. We have that. And what else do we have coming up? We have in February, early February, Knock at the Cabin will be coming out. M. Night Shyamalan's new movie looks pretty interesting. And then we'll have You, the show You, coming back for its fourth season, I believe, either third or fourth season, coming back on Netflix. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Cocaine Bear. So there's lots of stuff. Plus, ones that we have been talking about for a while, some older movies that we'll probably go back and revisit. Some of the, Oscar and award season contenders. As soon as they drop and we're able to get some copies, we'll be back. We really want to see The Whale.
Yeah, Whale's up there for sure. There's another movie too I wanted to check out that we haven't seen yet, but yeah, lots of great movies, TV shows. Me and this guy will be talking about. We also have the podcast, Cinephellas podcast, the entire Group with the Boys on upcoming this weekend on Sunday too, so stay tuned for that. Also more interviews and reviews also on this YouTube channel, so lots of great content coming your way. So this is your two favorite witch enthusiasts signing out from Cinephellas. I'm Logan Myers, my good mate over there.
And I'm Henry Hill. Until the next Cinephellas TV review, cheers!
Black magic woman.